Good early afternoon, good people of Diecast land. Been absent for a few days, been doing my splits days and night shift, but I'm back now and we'll hit you with a few videos over the next 2-3 days just to entertain you while the lucky ones are in lockdown and I say some of us have to go to work. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's nobody's fault. Well, nobody that I know anyway. So, I'm just going to hark back to this guy again. Riley Fuller 225. I give him a shout out video 2 ago, and since then, Riley has actually got some car content up now, so maybe go check him out. And we all like something new and somebody else's view or take on our lovely little hobby. So I would like to give a massive shout out to this site on YouTube, Bees Collector Garage. Spelt exactly like that and abbreviated there between B's. He's picking up a few subs now, but he's only just got going. Got lovely editing skills. He's slick production like a lot of you other people out there. So please go and check him out. Give him a little bit of support. Give him some encouragement. And I'm sure he'd be very happy to have you along for the journey. So that's Bees Collector's Garage. And B, I'm dedicating this show to you. This was one of the most popular shows I did per views and maybe comments. And it's a Matchbox case number 2. I was quite astounded that, well, I don't know, was I? Probably not. There's a lot of love out there for Matchbox. I think they're seen as a good old English brand and there's a lot of sentimentality attached to them. So I'm going to do yet another Matchbox case here today. Lots of varied beauties, a great number of fire engines in this one. It's just kind of how it transpired. So let's do some cars. We all know the format. Come on, I'm not telling anybody anything new here. So we'll start off with this piece. There we go. And this is a 4x4. It's not based on anything in reality. Well, I should say it's one of their fantasy castings, but that to me could be a Toyota iAce. It could be anything really. There's a lot of 4x4s that look like that. Again, about a 50-50 split, maybe metal plastic. But it doesn't subtract from anything. You put a good job over plastic, you can make it look like metal anyway. So we've got some racking up on the roof and we've got something that looks like a tarpaulin cover over something. Maybe an expedition vehicle, and it's when we turn it over and I just catch it in the light, it's just right there on the top edge, the Snow Thrasher. So it's a good chunky piece, not weighty, but I like the fact that it's decoed out, ready for the snow. You know, you can imagine that going across some sort of Arctic tundra. At least I can. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you're all thinking, God, he's a weirdo. Hey, I'm happy. So, piece number 2, big old piece. Again, a little bit more plastic on this one. This is obviously a cash collection and delivery wagon to the banks. Have you still got banks in your area? I think very soon they'll become a thing of the past. I'm not saying that's a good one. Bit of a weird scenario here because it's got a clear grille, but that clear grille only shows you or emphasises that there's a connection post there on the inside of the casting. It's a bit weird, that one. I don't know. Don't know what it's about. But again, it's a fun piece. It's not to be taken serious, you know. But it's a model that I think I've seen before in a different livery. And if we turn this one over, and there you go, you can focus that to the light. And that's the Matchbox armoured truck. It's as simple as that. Okay, but again, quite a sizable piece, so we'll put him on them slightly larger apertures on the bottom. Does it go with that one? I don't know. Let's see as the picture develops. Any more than does this go with anything? You know, front loading shovel. Again, 50-50 split between metal and plastic. Okay, the plastic bucket, although it's articulate and stays there if you want it to. Yeah, you can obviously tell that's plastic. This is metal. A lot of the metal around the cab and the rear end again. Plastic highlights on the grille. Yeah, it's not bad. It looks like a new piece of heavy plant. The wheels are big and chunky as they should be. Does it go with it? Yeah, I don't think it harms the piece in any way, shape or form. And if we turn it over there, just catch it in that light again. If I can get it to focus, there it is. And it just spells out Quarry Truck or Quarry King. And that's about all she wrote for that one. I like some agricultural stuff, and I like some heavy plant. It's really, really boy stuff from childhood. We all had something like that, I guess, and I still collect them, so it's all good. Here's another 4x4 piece. It says off-road there on the door there, and the tampo work. Wheels are pretty complimentary. I don't dislike the colour or the casting details. Things like, you know, a fuel tank there, you know, a portable one. And then you've got some toolage on the side there. Look, a shovel, another canister on top. We've got a spare wheel represented on a hard top pickup. Obviously, decent casting lines, decent plastic work if you like. Although all the green work is metallic. Caught it just there, nice. And that's the Quester 4-wheel drive. There we go. So we've got 4 different coloured vehicles. I think they look splendid. Moving up to the second row, I think a lot of you will have seen this one now. The News Network 6. Nice casting. It looks to me like that's based on a modern Ford Transit. Could be wrong. That won't be nothing new, would it? But yeah, it's just a good, honest piece. I think it's nicely laid out. You do get this uploading dish on the top. There we go. So you can transmit your news from on location. And I think that's a nice piece. It's a good, honest piece. A working piece. A little bit of something different. Pop him down there. So there we go. Yeah, quite nice. Another decent chunky piece. We seem to be having a lot of 4x4s early in this case. So there we go. And now that says Getting Dirty on the front wing there. And Swamp Tours. So this is obviously come out of somebody's head for boggy ground, hence the wide stance on them real chunky wheels. Simplistic casting, nice. Again, Matchbox, I think they do good and honest. You know, when I look for them on the peg, I like most of what I see. And this is a 68 Mustang, so it becomes apparent when you look at the upper body then it's been customised, obviously, for Swamp Tours. But yeah, that's nice. You can see he sits real proud there. He's a big old mother, he is. Nice canvas back truck there. Lovely casting detail on. And even things like, you know, the side reflectors are just picked out there on the edge, looking yellow and white. Nice tampos. Number 58 on the lower door. Wheels don't distract from it, I don't think. I don't believe this separates. No, it doesn't. So it'll be Yeah, riveted there, look, to hold that down. I quite like that. It's not the best piece, it's not the worst piece. It's neither pretty nor ugly. It's just another addition to the collection, that's all. And this one is Camo Convoy. So I would suggest that when they do, there it is, just coming into focus, look, Camo Convoy. I would suggest when they do their military type vehicles, I'm sure I've seen this one in a military livery. It's a good generic piece that they can adapt for just about anything. It was a flamer to get in there. Let me just tilt this a little bit, you know how it works. Like this one too. Nice casting of an aviation petrol truck. Do you call aviation fuel petrol? I don't believe so. It's called aviation fuel. But anyway, I digress. I've seen this one specced out in other colours as well. Again, just a good generic piece. You wouldn't buy it for any detail on the back or front. Although we've got a nice ladder picked out there and access to the platform, which is safety coated with check plate up top. I like that. More metal than plastic. It's a bit weightier piece. It's not worth dwelling on. It is what it is. But again, we know that we display our cars from the side. And as before, Matchbox get displayed that way. And everything else gets displayed that way. So we've got the first of the fire trucks. I like this one. It is a chunky beast. It's well decked out there. This, I'm guessing, is probably an actual one because it's got Los Angeles County Fire Department on the side there. And Rescue Squad 51. Nicely detailed. Chrome steps just being picked out there up into the double cab. So it's obviously meant to take a crew. The back looks like that might be a pull down, but it doesn't actually do that. Yeah, it's nice, neat piece, I think. I think that's bang tidy. Nice wheels that go with it as well. Yeah, I quite like that. Oof, Lord. Chrome work, and you know my eyes don't like chrome, but I can pick out there, just on the bottom line, Bush fire truck. There it is, look, just coming into view there. So Bush fire truck, but I like that. It's a little bit different to what I know conventional fire trucks are, and I used to, up until recently, be a fireman in four different works teams, manning Big Dennis fire engines, which is a great English brand. Ladder truck, and it had all mod cons on it and would seat 6 in the cab getting changed on a call to a shout. So got a little bit of experience over 25 years of serving with them, so enjoyed that. Again, my eyes put paid to that somewhat. And so here we've got another design. I like this one too. Don't mind the wheels. A lot of grey plastic on the back, a lot of metal on the front, light bar picked out. And there's your hoses and pumping equipment, your levers that you can divert water from hydrants. And I guess this is what this would be, because there'd be absolutely no tank capacity on this. It's a pickup support vehicle. Unit 2 picked out, F63. There we go, Matchbox Mattel, and this is a Ford. Oh, I keep dropping my hands, that's terrible. Forgive me for that bad habit. And there it is on the bottom line, look, a Ford F550 Super Duty. So I would suggest that he's a support truck with extra capacity that you would crack into the mains hydrants below your feet, or even put, as we used to, pipes with strainers on the end directly into lakes. It's just a support, but they play a vital role in the rapid response. This one, hazmat truck, so this is a specialist guy as well. He will have all sorts of rescue scenarios within these lockers, and with it being hazmat, then he's chemical specialist. So on board they would have piggies, and hippos that absorb bad chemicals, neutralization kits, and this is why you won't really see any conventional hoses on this, because I guess as much as this guy would carry for fighting fires would be foam capabilities, and this is why this is a bit more of a specialist piece of kit. That looks like it's actually got 3 lines of cabs there, so driver and co-driver, crew in the middle one, and overhead lockers and changing facilities in that one. So that's a HazChem support vehicle. He's a bit specialist. Bit much on the plastic side there. Nice chrome wheels, to be fair. Same casting, different variation. HMT. Yeah, hazardous materials team. So again, pretty much exactly the same casting, same wheels, different livery, same triple cab I've lost my train of thought. Configuration. I do apologise. This one, curiously, is a metal base, where the others aren't. And that says Hazard Squad just there on the back. There you go. So yeah, same casting, slightly different layout underneath. Individually, not too bothered about them, but again, when you start putting a gaggle of them together, they look just fine. Liking this one though, liking this one a lot. Obviously this is a high capacity truck because he's got a tanker on there. So he's a big old water bowser with basically some pumps attached to the outside. What's it say there? MBX County. So this is a total work of fiction, maybe based on something in reality. Look, all that pump switching gear there, all your hydraulics and such like. Big old beast to get the water to where it's going. And yeah, it is actually a proper casting. It's a Freightliner business class. I don't think you'd see any suit and ties in there, would you? But again, he's got his light bars on, and again, that's more a specialist support piece, I would say. A big capacity for maybe areas where there isn't so much water there to tap into. Again, same sort of thing, different colour scheme. So I don't need to dwell on this piece. It's just the same as the last. Nicely done. I do like my colour variations. And there it is again, look, Freightliner business class. Just come into focus. So that's fine. I think I've come into my 2 favourites now. Not your conventional lookers, based on old time, I would say, but I do like them. I mean, look at that. That is Matchbox getting it absolutely right. Lots of gold and chrome work on there. Even the hose connectors down the side, they've got the proper brass collars on for connecting up, twist lock, cam lock, trigger lock, depends which brigade you served on. This is engine number 5. It's got FD on, so I'm guessing this is a fantasy piece, fire department. It's beautifully done as far as I'm concerned. Look at these hose reeler runners there. Again, lots of switching gear and capabilities, possibilities, combinations. That's it. I like that, and it's pretty much all metal. That is a nice piece. I think that's classy. And a lovely addition to these couple of lines of fire trucks. Which takes me nicely to Fireman 1988. Long-standing fireman, fought on many forces. We all know him. I know what it takes to a degree. Not pro like Fireman was, but yeah, with big respect to you, mate. Big credence. Thank you for your service. Even though you're an American firefighter, I still appreciate what you did and the difference you made over your long working life. Kick back and enjoy it, mate. Enjoy the peace and quiet. Enjoy doing exactly what you want to do. I know you do anyway. And good on you for it. This one's slightly different in the respect that there's a ladder picked out down the side there. Thank you for focusing. I do appreciate that. Yeah, nice piece. Very similar, slightly different. And that completes 2 lines of fire trucks. I hope you enjoyed that part of it. Right, so this is where I'm actually living a little bit of a lie, and I must confess to you, as I just go up to these last couple of rows, that this is virtually an all Matchbox case. But I have one piece. I'm just confirming that it is from Majorette. It is. We don't get these in this country as a rule. So when I was holidaying down in Cornwall, I was so thrilled to see one piece only in a discount store known as Own Bargains in the UK. And it had this beauty in there. Both doors open. They open pretty darn fine. I only cut my nails yesterday. Well, that timing was bad. This is the same. There we go. So that proves it works beautiful. The interior, you can't, it's in there, but you just can't pick it up. So just trust me when I say it's there. So this is the Mercedes AMG GT, I do believe. There we are, just catching it on that bottom edge in the light. Beautiful car, beautiful casting, Majorette. This is one of their mid-range prices, but I picked this up for a whole £1 coin. Look at the detail. Look at the detail on that lot. Lensed headlights, Mercedes grille, the now familiar air intakes, windscreen wipers, bonnet vents, side vents. But look at the detailing on the back there. There's that beautiful make badge in silver and some nice rear light details. Good casting. Awesome to pick it up for that price, but this is the one lie. It is a Majorette, but I'm claiming that that's okay. It's a bigger casting slightly, but it's not a Hot Wheels. So I'm getting away with putting it in this. Loving it. This one looks like we're back on the fire trucks again, but we're not. It's just a pickup truck, and a very pretty pickup truck it is at that. Just a normal open-backed utility. Yeah, GMC look. I don't need to look on the base. It just said it on the back tailgate there. I can't quite pick out what it says. You can see that if I zoom in like that maybe. There you go. And turning it over, it reveals it's a GMC stepsider. Of course, all you Americans would have known that automatically. I'm thinking, come on, Sol, up your game there. Well, I have so many cars. If I remember them all, I'd be an encyclopedia. So let's do some reality-based cars by Matchbox. And once again, I think Matchbox have such a great fan base because of their cars. This one's just a generic cheap casting, good wheels that seem to go with it, a nice metallic grey. Lots of clear work detail on the top there, sunroof. Good detailed cabin. Right, I'm picking this one out there on the back as an Infinity, which for those who don't know is a super Toyota. It's the pet company of Toyota, and this is their posh executive Sportsters, Infinity. Lots of lovely detail picked out there in the form of tampos this time. Front headlights picked out there as well. I like Infinity. Very overpriced. I think no matter how many gadgets you get in, they've only got a certain value. But again, executives with too much money to spend tend to like them. For the status, I suppose it's like Lexus. I know Infinity's Toyota and Lexus is one of the other Japanese subcars brands, top brands. But anyway, I digress. This one I love. I do believe this is a Chrysler 300. It looks, well, you might have heard me say it in the video at the beginning that we class this as a poor man's Bentley. And I'm going to say I love this. I love I love the 300. I can hear all the Americans going, God, so what you saying? They're off the road more than they're on it. I just love the big, chunky Chryslers. There's the detail. There's a Chrysler badge across the back. Some nice, sympathetic tampos picking out. I can just make out a 300 badge there. But I do like them. They are a poor man's Bentley Continental. I've had a ride and a drive in one. I enjoyed it. I get the feel that it was Chrysler doing a really nice, luxurious model, but not putting the price tag on to match it. I make no apology. I like the Chrysler 300. I think it's a classy looking bird. Oh, if it'd stay there though. So, moving on to the last row, we'll carry on going left to right as I look at it. There we go, another reality car. Come on, do your best, thank you very much. Very dark piece. I think this is a Jaguar myself. Yeah, there it is. Remember that, America, it's a Jaguar, not a Jaguar. There's no such thing on the planet called a Jaguar. Only that which you create in your mind, and that's not correct. So there we go. Which model is it though? Let's have a look. Forgive me while I just drop out of focus. And 2015 Jaguar F-Type Coupe. So yeah, nice. Lots of simulated glasswork on top. Detailed canopy and a detailed interior there too. Yeah, I like that. Remember, Jaguar, not Jaguar. I heard somebody else this morning butcher so many British car names. I was embarrassed for the fella. Anyway, I'm not going to name names, but yeah. I will say this though. The model of Lotus you're looking for is the Europa. Okay, it's the Lotus Europa. You who shall remain nameless. But is a superstar at butchering the British language. Anyway, rant over. It's just a sillyism of mine. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that pretty? If that ain't British racing green every day of the week, then I don't know what is. The wheels, so they go, spooky dokies. Detailed interior there. Look, can you see the chrome bits in the wheel wells? And I like that. I like that a lot. It's a silly little detail, but it adds to the piece. Nice rear end there with, well, that just tells you what it is. It's a 56 Jaguar and not a Jaguar. There's no W in Jaguar. Lovely front end detailings there. When it focuses, please focus on, thank you. Let's just reveal it was, oh Lord, a chrome base. Yeah, 1956 Jaguar XK140. That to me is English country roads and winding through them on a summer's day with some nice fresh lemonade packed away with a nice picnic. Oh, and here's a car I was just mentioning. A Lotus Europa. These were all over the country in the 70s. You hardly see them now. I think they've been consigned to museums. Rear engine piece, lightweight, powerful, good fun drive, tight as a duck's ass cockpit on them, but a real design classic. Yeah, Matchbox have got the casting right. They've done its justice. I think I've got two or three of these in different colour variations. But there you go. That's the Lotus Europa. Final piece for this case then. people, we're just coming up on 30 minutes exactly. So it's time to skedaddle. There we go. Another good piece. Mainline piece from Matchbox. This looks like a BMW, but it's not. That might be Alfa Romeo. I shall see about that in a moment. Good details back and front. I think this is an Alfa Romeo, you know now. Yeah, it's Giulia, look. Not Gullia, it's a Giulia. Let's have a look. There we go. A 2016 Alfa Romeo Giulia. So we'll finish off in the usual manner you've become accustomed to. We shall stand him up a little bit, hoping that it won't tip forward. And one day, you know, and I know it's just going to. And I shall do my best not to curse when that day finally arrives. So we'll tilt down a wee bit, pull back a lot. And there we go. That's the case in its entirety. A mixed variety case, but as we know now, you put them in these things and they come alive. They speak as a collection, they speak as individual pieces. Does it look bad? I think it looks fantastic. It's a pretty case. It's Matchbox. What's not to like? I'll leave you with the main highlights there. We've just about got that in focus. Please, 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 in this downtime, don't forget to check out B's Collector Garage. We all like something new and he's new, but I like what he's doing already. It'd be nice to hear his voice as well. Is that possible, B? Could you do a talkie for us? If not, you carry on in your own sweet way, mate. I'm enjoying what you're doing. Please check him out. Please welcome him to the community. And that's all I've got for you today. I shall be filming a couple more in the next couple of days, so you might have a sol overload, but I do appreciate your support. I've picked up 3 or 4 new subscribers in the last day or two, so welcome aboard. Welcome to my little clan, my little family, if you like, my little online family. If you leave any comments, they will be answered, no doubt about that, and they'll be answered with more than 1 or 2 words. So if you want to contact me, you please comment away. If you like to like, then fine. If you don't, God bless you. It don't make no difference to me whatsoever. I'm not in this for any money or any profit. And please feel free to subscribe or not. So for now, this is Sol saying, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're up to.